Live from the heart of the blockchain, two legends rise.
Yo, it's RWINK in the cockpit, DJ Oracle in control. Teach your Mane.City like it's coded in their soul. From the basis to the D plays, every tool, every tip. They'll turn noobs into legends on this crypto trip. Grinding mission, stacking loot, dodging fakes, making moves. You got question, they got proof. Boost defense, point prestige, mo finesse. Mane.City ain't a game, it's a whole mindset test. Loaded lions in the streets, cubs chasing that bread. Every stat, every buff, yeah, it's all in your head. So plug in, level up, learn the code, know the plan. With Oracle and RWINK, you gon' master the land.
Welcome to the show, where crypto meets the grind, where knowledge drops hard and the game's redefined. This ain't no chill, this is strategy and wit. Mane.City 101, now let's get it lit. Welcome to the show, where crypto meets the grind, where knowledge drops hard and the game's redefined. This ain't no chill, this is strategy and wit. Mane.City 101, now let's get it lit.
All right, on. So welcome back, everyone. This is RWINK7, and I am joined once again with my co-host DJ Oracle. How's it going, DJ?
Everything good, RWINK. How's it going? Welcome everybody back to our podcast. How's it going with you?
Yeah, everything's going well here. So this is podcast number 18. I guess we can run through quickly what we're going to discuss today, and then, yeah, we can just hop right into it. So we've got the Nightmare Blitz. I know we're a little bit late recording this, so not as fresh in our mind as we would like it to have been, but we're going to sort of go over what went on with the Nightmare Blitz, what we thought of it. It's the first 2 week for this season, so we'll see what's going on with that and maybe speculate about the upcoming competitions, especially leading into the mid-season finale, or whatever they call it, mid-season competition here. And then we've got the tutorial update. So this is another reason why we kind of held off for a bit, so we could both play around with the tutorial and get some thoughts formed around that. We've also got the daily reward skin, so we want to talk a little bit about that. The Halloween skin that they dropped to everybody that completed the daily rewards. And we're also going to talk a little bit about the upcoming skins. So they have teased now 3 of the 4 Conqueror skins, so we'll just talk a little bit about that. And then the last one here, the elemental businesses. So this will be mostly just speculation on what that might entail in the future, since we don't really have too much information on it. And I know we've talked about it previously, but just something fun to talk about at the end. So yeah, do you want to do some quick shout outs and then we'll hop into talking about the Nightmare Blitz?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you everybody for tuning in again. Like RWINK said, we took a little bit, but it was kind of good because then more information came about. So shout out to everybody that played the Blitz. Congratulations on your placements, and thank you for joining us.
Right on. Yeah. So speaking of placements, let's switch over to the screen recording, and I will bring up. We've got the graphic here, courtesy of Queen Cindy. So shout out to her for putting these together. This gives us the top 10 on the leaderboard. So once again, congratulations to Meta. I know it's usually between him and Darklows at this point for who takes first, but Meta ended up with twice the total power of, or almost twice what Darklows has. So congratulations to Meta on securing this 2-week Blitz top spot, basically. And then joining him on the podium is Darklows at second and D Kimbo at third. So congratulations to the top 3. And then we've got the top 10 here. So Fiend for Crow managed to come in at 4th. Raz Al Ghul making his first debut in the top 10. So congratulations, Flippin'. I love that he also didn't have a PFP. Him being an assassin, trying to keep that mysterious mystique, right? And then we've also got Golden Tree at 6. I Love NFT at 7. And DP the Boss Zeus 2 at 8, Big at 9, and Lightman at 10. So congratulations to the top 10 there. Well played, and congratulations is all I can say. That was a Nightmare Blitz for me for sure.
Yeah, definitely lived up to the name.
Oh, did it ever?
Yeah, for reals. It was a very interesting one. The Discord was on fire. It was pretty active. So, and then they dropped the skin. It was pretty good. So, yes, congratulations to everybody on top. Uh, Flipping, it was good that Flipping and Zuas were kind of like really going at it and ended up being almost best friends kind of thing.
Oh, I
That
know.
was
Hey.
pretty cool because they both have the same attitude kind of thing, you know.
Oh yeah.
So it's cool to see
Yeah.
that.
Some big egos last competition in the Discord. That's for sure. It was
Yeah.
entertaining to say the least. But yeah, I mean, normally we see a bit of beef in these bigger competitions, right? Particularly the World Series. I mean, you see a lot of stuff going on with those. So not so much the beef in these smaller competitions. So it being the first 2 week, I was kind of surprised we had so much hostility going on inside the Discord there. But it is what it is. It adds to the fun of the game. But yeah, I guess if we want to just hop into maybe some of our experiences, how did you do? Like, what did you think of this 2 week?
So I think it was pretty cool. 2 weeks. Uh it was quite long. But again, it was good. Um, I'd say what I would say is again, I keep jumping in. Like this time, I waited, but I underestimated how fast you can kind of climb on the leaderboards. I can see why. Like I see where I kind of my mentality was okay. This time I'm gonna like put some businesses on, get a little bit of gold, then take them off to kind of go down the leaderboard and put them back on, like kind of like a few hours, kind of like to kind of like try to keep a little bit of income. But it really kept me really high up on the leaderboard. So I really started getting to the players that have defenses really quick. I went up. So I should have. I think for the next time I am gonna just leave it at zero income, zero income. But I am getting closer and closer every competition to to not playing from the beginning. So I don't
Yeah.
know. We'll see if they change the strategies. But yeah, that was my take. I did start falling behind quite a bit, so I bought a museum. I think it was like four, no, it was like 4 or 5 prestiges up, and it was in the middle of the competition, so it was pretty cheap. As the competition goes on, the prices kept dropping quite fast at times. Um, so I did get a museum that kind of helped me. It kind of prevented me from falling even farther. I ended up at 131.
Yeah, the prices drop quick, I find, right? Like things are kind of expensive at the start, but I mean, yeah, like you said, by the middle of the, or even like the, last couple of days, things are, I saw things pass in hands by like five crow. I was like, man, like that's like a 20, prestige 20 for like 5 crow. It was pretty cheap. So I know I bid on a few things, trying to see if I could get something like P25-ish, somewhere around there. And I just kept getting outbid and finally just said, I don't really care. I don't have time for this anyways. I didn't have time on the Friday to actually really play to be able to maximize it. So I was just like, I'm just going to ride it out. But yeah, I mean, price is very weird, right? It's almost like people are just selling out positions, but I mean, it is what it is.
How was your experience?
For me,
How was your experience of this blitz? Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty good. I tried a slight different approach to my normal ramp up that I do. And I mean, it's good that, like, I think I ended up making it into live 9 or live 10 for a bit, maybe even a little bit lower. Might have been like live 8. So I was able to
Yeah, I
get
think it
some.
was like 8.
Yeah, so I was able to get some good points, thankfully. And that was enough points just from that first 10x day. And then, I mean, I still played, but not like, religiously or anything. It was sort of like log in, do some minor upgrades here, check it again in like 5 hours, do some more stuff, right? Like I wasn't on it. I wasn't attacking. I ended up with, I think, 3 billion diamonds at the end of this whole thing. I knew Legion was going to lose anyway, so I didn't bother spending them. But yeah, I had tons of diamonds. I just didn't really play. Just didn't have time with the new job. So, but that being said, right, I was happy to see that at least that 110x, that put me at, I think, rank 1 or rank 17, I think, rank 18, somewhere around there. at the end of the first 10x day, and that amount of points with still staying in like the top 200, between 100 and 200. I was able to still secure a top 100 position, so not too bad. Didn't get anything for the drops, but or my NFT drop, but whatever, don't matter. So I'm glad that it was a very passive play style, right? Like, so what I did was, instead of actually putting my businesses on and attacking, I left my businesses off, but would stack my attacks as I was still sort of falling down the leaderboard. And then that way I had about like 3 hours worth of attacks already stacked up. And then I would put my businesses on and get rolling. So I imagine if I would buy a business and do this as well, it would help out quite a bit. But then you get a really good booster and sort of start climbing. But like you said, once you start climbing and it gets to that 10x day, it's like game over, because you get into people with either full attacks on or really good defenses, and you're not really getting bonuses anymore. So that does cause some major issues to this sort of plan.
Yeah, the defenses really, really decrease the percentage that you get, and it's like, really 6%. That's all I'm getting.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, yeah, like when you hit somebody and it's like, oh, I hit you with like a 230 king or 230 malware, and it's like, oh, he had a 225 defense up. Great.
Yeah. So there you go. It's almost if I didn't have NFTs, but you never know. Sometimes there's times that we do go to sleep and we have different time zones and stuff like that. So sometimes you do catch somebody with the defense down, and that's also part of the game. Like when you hit somebody who has been with the defenses up for a while, and then you hit them and they have no defenses, that kind of feels like a like a little small victory right there.
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's like, yes, I get the full bonus instead of having like next to no bonus coming from somebody that's got defenses.
Yeah, for real. So even reading those messages now, it's exciting to see whether they have defenses or not.
Yeah, I know. I like to do that too now. Whereas before it's like, oh, whatever, I got the hit, and then now you check and be like, okay, what defense does he have up, right? Because if you break through it and you see he's got like 40 on a kingpin, and you're able to roll an 80 pretty consistently, it's like, okay, that's pretty good. Or even like with the malware, right? It's like, oh, he's got like 160 malware on, right? And it's like, okay, that's a pretty bad roll. So, he's locked in for at least 8 hours. Now, when he actually launched that defense, you don't know, but hopefully after your attack expires, you should be able to hit him again, and hopefully his defense is 160 still.
Yeah, that's another good one too. So yeah, it does get fun to kind of like send attacks, and it's part of the it's part of the game, but it's a whole different kind of bonus when you're down at the bottom of the leaderboard and you get those 1,000%ers, right?
Oh yeah,
all together when you stack it up.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you can get like good kingpins and malwares going. And I mean, if you can use Savannah Bandit as well, right? Like then you could stack up that too. Whereas I can't use it since I've only got one region that has obstacles on my first land. So, I know a lot of other players would have that issue too. If they've got the primordials, you can't really use it, right? So it's it definitely helps out, the players that do have a decent amount of obstacles, because they can get a really good boost going. And for the most part, you only have a couple of big businesses going at one time anyways. So they're all spread across your lands. So it's not like you're really restricted by the amount of obstacles you have, right? Whereas before, we didn't want any obstacles on our first land because, you wanted to be able to have as many businesses on your first land as possible. Now we got 7 first lands, so there's a lot of room to place businesses.
Yeah. And another thing I was thinking about your situation too is that, so you have only one region with obstacles. So not only it's that one region, but you have to also like hope that the attack lands in that region, right? Like you send an attack and imagine that's one of the 2 that doesn't get affected by the
Oh,
Savannah, if you were to send a Savannah.
a couple of competitions ago, I realized how bad using Savannah was for me, just because like you said, 90% of the time it didn't land on the land that I needed it on, right? That actually had an obstacle I could use. So I was just like, this is pointless. Like, I'm wasting diamonds using this attack and it's not doing anything for me. So I just sort of, I quit doing that. And that way I could just focus on the kingpin. And I mean, I don't even use aerials anymore, right? Like, I have enough diamonds that it's like, I don't really need to boost my diamonds unless I get them for free, right? Then I use it. Because like, also the counter to that is like, I'm not very often do I break even, right? Usually I'm rolling like a 5 or a 7 or something like that, and that doesn't break even on my payback for that aerial attack. So it just doesn't make sense to me to use it.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's understandable.
Yeah.
And yeah, I wish they did something about that low end still being at 0%. Like, come on, 0%. Like the NFT should at least prevent from 0%. Even the partners, you know how like they have new partnerships. That could be like some part of the benefits of new NFTs or new projects coming in. Like, improve the lower part of the attacks.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be good. I know they even mentioned, I know you're not there in the tutorial yet, and we could talk a little bit more about it, but once we get into that section, they do mention, though, that there's defense NFTs from the partners. So I was like, well, I haven't seen those yet, but it's listed in the tutorial. So it's either an error.
Yeah, I said on you.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think the Blitz went okay. I know a lot of people are starting to complain sort of about the last minute buy-in. And again, we're still having the same issue of like, why is the final day worth so many points? Right. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? I know I've tossed out there of like, with 2 week, it should be like total of 15% of the total points. And like on a 1 week, it should be like 20%, right? At the most, or 25 at the most, really. Like one fourth of the whole competition's points. But as of right now, it's 25 for the 2 week and 42, I think, is the exact for the 1 week as the final day. So it's a little bit much, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is, because it really moves up the leaderboard a lot. And people that are waiting for that, not only are they getting those extra points, but they're also getting the market very cheap, because everybody's trying to unload before the game just swallows them and they're gone forever, right? And so it's a combination which makes it the buy-ins in pretty like it incentivize them because of the points, and the prices are so cheap,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like the market dipped so hard right there at like the last like 72 hours basically, right? And you can pick up some pretty cheap stuff. So I mean, it's all part of a legitimate strategy though, right? Some people just don't have the time to play consistently, but I think there should be still a better way to reward the people that do play consistently, somehow to be able to actually lock in a good rank, right? That way you're not like dropping 40, 50 ranks on the final day because you had 40 or 50 people that just bought in and skyrocketed up.
Yeah, that's a good point too. And yeah, thank you for bringing it up, because we're not hating on the players that are doing it. They're not exploiting the game. That's just part of the game. It's more of a feedback for the devs. So to anybody shout out to anybody that's playing it. We're all fan. We're all, in this. So yeah, we're not like talking bad about the players that are doing it. We're just talking about the mechanics of the game.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I mean, you can watch, I'm sure if Fiend for Crow, he plays that style very often, right? So if you watch his ranking over the competition, you'll see what we're talking about. Now, I don't think he does it all the time. I know he does play pretty consistently too, but on the times that he does, he finished 4th this competition. He pretty much just bought in on the last, I think maybe 72 hours. So, but he also didn't sleep for like 2 days playing this strategy, right? So if you're playing it, you're playing it. Like you sacrifice your 20 or 48 hour window to be able to be free from the start of the competition. So it's a different play styles, right? You got to respect it.
Yeah, because it's not like you can just buy the businesses and that's it. You're on the leaderboard. You still have to go to the mansion and place the furniture. You still have to, like do that. You still have to click away. You still have to place all the businesses, and
Oh, it's
so
still
it's
a lot
still
of
like,
work.
yeah, it's like you said, it's still strategy. Yeah, it's still a whole lot of strategy. And the like Flipping said, all the people that buy in for they're putting also money for the pool. Oh no, that's just for the diamonds, huh? But sometimes they buy diamonds too to speed up their businesses that they're buying.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure maybe Finn bought some diamonds, maybe Flipping bought some diamonds as well as businesses.
yeah. I'm not too sure. It would be nice if they charge us a 20% tax to put vouchers into the game. It would be nice if the sales tax on the businesses in the competition would go into the prize pool. That would be nice.
Yeah, I think we should probably bring that up because if the market that if if they're able to like add that to the price pool, a little bit of the market.
Yeah, or even just say
That would
5% of
definitely.
the sales, and they keep the other 10, right? Like,
There you go. Yeah, that's pretty fair.
yeah, I think so. I mean, it's not like businesses go for a lot, anyways, but might add a couple crow here and there.
Yeah, but at least I guess it would feel a little. It wouldn't feel as just nah. I don't know, like a sting. It doesn't sting. I'm not even trying to. I'm not even sure what the words are, but it wouldn't. It would feel a little better knowing that people that are buying in is also contributing to the pool prices. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no,
So
I
that
know.
would be.
That way, it's like you said, a less of a burn, right? Because it's like, okay, they bought in, they're going up the leaderboard a bit, but also my prize has gotten a little bit bigger too. So, I mean, not probably significant enough that it balances each other out, but at least if you drop down from 200 to 230, maybe it's an extra 10K vouchers now, opposed to what it was before these people bought in.
Yeah, because they're gonna keep buying in if it's allowed and if it's feasible. So
Yeah,
might as
no,
well kick into the pool price.
yeah, exactly. And I know, I guess speaking of the market, I know Flip was having fun outbidding everybody pretty much at the last minute, right? So I guess that's a little bit also of what was going on with the controversy. But I mean, I know also we had one of the other guys, he plays on the Legion. Well, I think he plays also in Void, just whoever, right? But he definitely got frustrated. And to, basically summarize that, his frustration comes down to the NFTs. And I think we're all feeling that, right? I know it's been mentioned multiple times of like, how do I miss 90% or 95% chance attacks in a row, right? And I didn't move on the leaderboard. It's just I missed them, right? And it's like, oh, well, just bad luck. It's like, yeah, really bad luck. So it just feels really shitty, right? Like, it's like I've got all these weapon NFTs and everything. And then when you finally do roll and get a hit, right? And it's like, hey, I can roll a 130 Kingpin, but I roll a 40, right? Or something like that, right at the very bottom of what you possibly can roll. And it's just sort of like, well, what's the point? Like, I don't feel like there's really any benefit to it. Same with like rolling malware defense, right? The Gigabyte Guardian. Half the time you're sitting there and it's like, great, I'm locked in for 8 hours and I got a 150, right? Everybody's breaking through that.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful statistics. It's those the number generator, the random number generator, and I think another thing that gets a little frustrating is that no matter how many players are experiencing and saying the same thing, the answer is always it's working as intended. It's being tested by the devs, and it's just boggling. It's really like mind-boggling how there could be such a disconnect of what they're saying it's supposed to be doing, and like you said, missing 3 attacks at 95%. It's like really, and I think another like people it gets so frustrating that players are saying, okay, at least if that's the case, then show us the number, show us what I rolled. Let me see at least that it was by 1%. That I did roll that. within those 5%, those 3 times, whatever,
Yeah.
just I guess just to make us feel a little better or something.
Yeah. Well, what was it? They used to do like the two rolls, right? So it would roll to see if you hit, and then it would roll the percentage. So they used to show both of those, right? And then they just went down to just
Yeah.
showing if you hit or not and what percentage it was. So
Yeah.
yeah, it would be nice, right? If it was like a wheel, right? And then it just like there's a small little sliver there that's like, no, you miss, right? And or like 3 or five. Put 5 random little spots that say you miss, and then the rest of the board is full of hit, right? At least then you can
Yeah.
visibly see it, right? And go, okay, I see my spin was bad. But even then it's like, well, how is this wheel determining what I'm getting, right? Like, I don't know. It does seem
It's
random.
true. It's true. It's like shows the graphic, but then again, how do we know the graphic is being like really good, right? Like it's legit.
Exactly, right? It's like, who knows, right? But I mean, and then they'll just say it's working as intended. I still swear the intention of it is to frustrate us. So I guess it's working as intended.
They should do the wheel, and when it lands in the 5%, it should do a pop-up that says it's working as intended.
Yeah, working as
Like straight
intended.
out machina.
Yeah. See, it works. Same with the stupid 90% for merges. It's like, how do you fail that many in a row, right? Somebody just came into the Discord, pretty sure yesterday, right, and said I just failed 90% merges in a row. Like, how?
Right? It's just frustrating.
Yeah. I find I'm more successful now merging when I just wait, right? I go and I click both. I don't do it right away. I just wait a couple seconds and then click. Because I find when you click, and just do it really quick, it's either you're successful or you just get on a streak of just fail, right? And that's when you almost need to like stop doing it that way and just like go slow, right? Slowly click it and it changes. Because otherwise it just gets locked in a failure cycle and it's just annoying.
Yeah, sometimes I even switch businesses. I'm like, okay, hey, I'm gonna let this business cool down. Let me go to another business, and it feels like I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna start from zero on the rolls, kind of thing.
Yeah.
At least that's how I feel.
Yeah, it's got to have different odds, right? We'll change from the bazaars over to the Leos and Co's or something like that, right?
Yeah,
But no, I mean, other than that,
whatever
like,
helps you sleep at night.
yeah, exactly. Whatever your what is it? Placebo is.
Yeah, exactly.
But
It's
yeah,
helping me to keep my sanity.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, other than that, like, not much else really to talk about the Nightmare Blitz. I mean, what do you think? So we've got one more Blitz before we've got the mid-season competition. My assumption is it's probably going to be another 2-week Blitz. And I'm thinking it's probably going to be starting next week. And like I would assume they want to finish it before Christmas. And then the mid-season is probably going to be in the start of the new year. I don't think they'll want to do one over the Christmas time. Sort of let people have family time opposed to being stuck playing Mane.City.
Yeah, I really hope they have the decency to do that, to leave December alone.
Yes. Me too. Other than give us some skins. Free skins, please.
Right? Yes. But yeah, I think I would also be expecting the Blitz to start next week because November is almost over and they've been doing one a month. They also, I think it was their last announcement, they have some updates or something. And they mentioned, I think, that the next Blitz was sooner than expected. But then again, that's always the wording that they use. But yeah, November it's coming to an end.
Yeah, I think they're waiting for the elemental businesses to get introduced as well. So they'll probably do the last Conqueror skin. Those will all get updated along with the elemental businesses being brought in. And then we will probably see the next Blitz start pretty shortly after that.
Yeah,
You think in
that
2
sounds
weeks
about right.
or 1 week?
I think it'll be a 1 week. Because the mid-season, what do you think? That 3 weeks?
I think they're probably going to go with a 4 week. Maybe 3,
Wow.
but probably 4. I think it'll probably be a 4 week. We'll see, though. And I imagine they'll probably have trophies. They'll probably have a trophy for somebody that wins the mid-season. So there'll be some big competition to try and get that, right? Whether Ocean comes back or not, I don't know.
He doesn't even really play normal mode, does he?
I mean, I don't know if he does, really. I haven't noticed him moving too much on the leaderboard. He's just above me right now. I think he's sort of like in the 18, 19, somewhere around there. I think he plays, but just not consistently. He probably has a lot of backpack space, comes in, checks in like every other day or like every 4th day or something like that, right? Play a little bit and then move on.
But he's really about that money, though, huh? When it comes to the big bucks.
Oh, for the glory, right? I imagine.
There you go. Yeah.
Imagine the big bucks too, but yeah, want that the glory of the good competitions. But yeah, we can get into that once we talk about the Conqueror Skins. That guy locked it down.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess maybe we can move on to the tutorial. I think we've wrapped up most of what we wanted to say about the Blitz. I mean, definitely some lessons learned. Maybe hold off, try doing some buy-in, but I don't know. I'm happy just winning some free vouchers, right? I don't need to be the top player.
Me too. And I'm always, it's always exciting just to see what you're gonna get from the blueprints and trying to run strategy. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the way I like to do it. Gives a little bit of extra variety to it, opposed to, trying to know your perfect setup, right? Like anybody, a lot of people could just mastercraft basically a perfect setup for their diamond gen, right? And that's what they run. They just need to get high quality of this, and they're good, right? So, okay. Let's chit chat about the tutorial.
Yes. You did great. You did some great videos.
Thank you. Yeah, and, I can't believe how long it took. That's all I gotta say. Holy man. Compared to like the first tutorial, I don't know if you remember it or not. I know I've got it captured on one of my like beginner videos, like one of the ones that I did way back, probably my first video actually ever made. It shows the original tutorial, which is literally just like, here's a blueprint, open it up, put the business on the ground. Okay, now go over to the mansion, place a piece of furniture. Woo, you got another blueprint. Okay, bye. It's like, oh, okay. what am I doing here? So, it definitely adds a lot more content for people to understand how to play the game. Holds your hand fairly well, I think, with that checklist for the goals and stuff, like next goal to do this, and this, and the slow introduction of the different features, I think, was done well. It still pains me burning all 50 of those blueprints to make a gold blueprint, but that workshop tutorial, oh.
Yeah, I can feel your pain through the screen.
I know, I just couldn't do it. I was just like, I don't want to click this button, but oh well. It at least they give you the free 50 blueprints to do it with. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was well done. For the most part, right? Definitely leagues above what they originally had, and this is going to help new players get an understanding of how to play the game. With them being pretty much handheld right up to Prestige 2, so then people understand, okay, so this is what I'm doing, this is how I'm prestiging and moving forward with businesses and attacking and choosing factions and placing furniture and opening up mansion rooms and all this type of stuff, right? So that's all important. I still do love Papa's suggestion, so shout out to Papa Bigfoot for this. I know he's been saying it for a while. I would love to see, when they start talking right at the end of the tutorial about the NFTs and stuff like that, it'd be awesome if they just gave you a temporary NFT sort of thing that you could equip, right? And it's good for 2 weeks or something like that. just to be able to give you an idea of like, okay, you know, just like an extra step in the tutorial of like, let's now go and equip some weapons, right? In a backpack to put these weapons in and all this type of stuff, right? And it's, you know, gives you an extra hour or something like that of offline income collection. Because again, they don't talk at all about income, right? They don't tell you, hey, you only have 4 hours and then you have to come back. Unless I missed it, but I don't think I did.
No, you don't.
Yeah, so it's sort of like, you know, if you don't know that up off the, or read it inside the playbook, you'd come back the next day and be like, oh, why don't I have a lot of gold? It's been, you know, 30 hours, right? I didn't play at all yesterday. I figured I'd have a bunch of gold to come back and spend. It's like, oh no, it's only 4 hours of gold collection, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, other than that, what did you think of the tutorial?
No, I totally agree. Like you said, going on what you were saying about the, you know, the playbook. They don't even mention the playbook. They should at least put the link. You know, like, okay, thank you for the basics. Here's the link to the playbook. But yeah, from the beginning, I liked also the checklist. It's really good that they keep you on track. They give you kind of like for the most part, they give you like what you need. They give you some extra gold, some extra diamonds to complete the task that they're asking you to do. Like you said about the 50 blueprints and the diamonds, they give you the diamonds for it. So for the most part, they kind of keep you going. But as has been, the prestige. The thing is that with the prestige, they made it 7 times more expensive, but yet they didn't increase the amount that every click gives you. So yes, it's more expensive, but yeah, now I have to like put pretty much every business that was in every blueprint. I put on every land, every single blueprint that I would get, I would put down because I
Right.
needed any little extra income that I could use.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
It was nice once you get those gold blueprints, though, right?
yes.
They do have a link, if you've noticed, inside the when you click on your avatar or bring up the settings, right? Sorry, when you bring up the settings, it
Settings.
there's a button in there. Actually, I could show it on the screen recording.
Private policy, terms of service,
Pretty sure, right? There's,
like a playbook.
I think if you
Support.
click this, yeah, it
Maybe
brings you
the
right.
frequent.
So if you click the settings button, right, you'll see right
Okay.
beside the
Next to
Discord.
Discord.
Yeah, it's right beside the Discord one. That's the link to get to the Mane.City playbook.
But they should have that on the tutorial. They should at least be like, "Hey, go to your settings and look
Yeah.
at this icon and have that little lion pointing at that thing."
Yeah, exactly. So you can read up on how to, even if it was like right at the end of the tutorial, right? Like, hey, this is where you could find even more information. Make sure you read through and you know, whatever you need to do, right? Now, the other thing too I noticed is, right, we also lose the ability, it seems, to put in referral codes, right? Now that, because like that reward thing never unlocked in enough time for me to be able to use it to put in a referral code. But,
Yeah, that's true. I never even noticed where I could input any referral code, and because I don't even remember where I put mine.
well, I
Or
remember
if
it was asked right at the start, right? When we created
Yeah,
our
the
accounts
referral
back
code.
in the day, it asked you for the referral code.
I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, we should ask how somebody's supposed to enter their referral codes now.
Yeah. Well, now that
Because
they,
even we would even get that a lot from players, like new players. Oh, can I get a referral code? It's asking me for a referral code. Can I get a referral code? And we haven't gotten that in a long time anymore.
yeah, that's true. I don't remember the last time I've seen somebody ask for a referral code. But I mean, so
But
overall, like, and what do you think about the unlocking of the regions? I mean, it kind of disappoints me that the new players, they can hear the Cubs honking when they go to the regional map, like look at the world map, but they can't when they click on the regions, so they can't find the Cubs. So I'm almost curious, if you leave one of the regions locked, would it, when you complete the tutorial, would you be able to get the Cubs? So I don't know if you've already unlocked all the regions or not, but maybe that could be an experiment you could run. Like leave the
I
storm.
did. I unlocked them all.
Ah, darn.
And I needed those diamonds.
I know.
Yeah, that would have been really good.
Because I'm
Because yeah,
curious.
that's a good experience.
Yeah, because like if they start honking, right, then how is it going to determine, like, do you need all the regions unlocked to be able to access the cubs, or what happens if it lands on the Stygian Storm and you don't have that one unlocked? Are you just basically going to be looking through your lands randomly hoping you find it? So
Of course, that's what they would want you to do.
yeah, and you never find it.
Yeah, yeah, but they'll keep honking and honking.
Yeah.
That's a good scenario to find out.
Yeah. So if anybody new is listening and you just started playing, if you would love to run that experiment for us, we'd love to hear the end result of that. You will unlock the cubs once you hit Prestige 2 with one of your businesses. So fret not, you'll be there soon enough.
Yes, so if you can complete the tutorial and leaving one region unlocked, so that by the time you finish the tutorial, you start chasing those cubs, and you can let us know if yeah, and jump on the Discord so you can see if it's supposed to be on that land that it's locked.
Yeah.
That would be a good experiment.
Yeah, that's the big thing too. Make sure you're in the Discord so you know. People call them out there. So you'll just hear which regions it's on. You can go to that region and find it. Yeah, anything else? I can't really think of much else other than what we've already discussed for the tutorial. I mean, yeah, like I said, overall, I think it was definitely leagues above what they used to have, but they definitely can use some small minor improvements. Oh, and the last thing I guess would be, the player is locked out of clicking on the competition mode to see the calendar until the end of the tutorial. And they don't even mention it at the end of the tutorial either, really, like to talk about competitions. So it's sort of just like this button unlocks and you don't know anything about it, right? You click on it yourself and it brings up a schedule, right? But like it's not really explained how the competition works or anything like that. So that's why I've been keeping my account going a little bit, just to see like when the next competition does start, if I start competition mode, or is it gonna like pop up a impromptu tutorial and be like, hey, a competition's coming up, get ready, it's like a brand new game and a race to see who can get to the highest prestige? Or are they gonna tell us anything about it, or is it basically on the player to like go into the Discord and try to figure this stuff out themselves?
Yeah, that's a good point. I think it also it became quite a bit long, so I'm thinking that maybe whoever it was in charge of the tutorial was like, okay, this tutorial is getting too long, and maybe they're like, okay, let's just cut it at second prestige. Because yeah, there's a few things that they could definitely talk about more, expand more on the competition mode. And I also wanted to comment on what Papa said about the NFTs. I also do think it's a great idea. I think that it would definitely show the difference of grinding throughout the tutorial without the tools, and then you finish the tutorial and you can just see with those loaner tools or the temporary tools, and backpack, that you can stay logged in longer, that you can, and that's a good way to introduce the backpack and the offline income. When they would do those.
Yeah, I agree, right?
They would do those.
And give people an idea too of like, hey, you've been doing a little bit of attacking with without any NFTs. Here's a smoke grenade launcher and a time bomb, sort of thing. See how it boosts your attacks. Now go and do some Savannah Bandit attacking, right? I think it would just add to the depth, right? And I get that the tutorial was long. I think the problem I have with the length of the tutorial is that it locks out features of the game during the tutorial for that duration of time, right? I think it was almost like 180 hours for me or something like that. So I have no issues with the tutorial being long if they leave everything unlocked, but sort of just introduce it with different prompts and dialogue. And honestly, I would love to see them even push it a little bit further to prestige 3 or something, right? So that people understand like, hey, I need this amount of businesses up to this prestige to be able to move forward, right? And they can introduce like the prestige requirement concept, right? But it would be more of just like a checklist, right? Just continue with the next goals and the next checklist sort of items, right? Just to help newer players stay on track.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea too. About the prestige, yeah. And then another thing that we didn't mention also was how it doesn't even give you a Panthera. So that's another reason why it makes it longer, because the tutorial in itself, it moves up pretty fast because they start giving you everything you need, except that the right businesses so you could level up to prestige 1. You know, they give you what to do. They click here, click there. But I mean, even the Panthera would really help to get to those prestiges. And imagine getting a bazaar, or so
Yeah.
I'm not sure why they lock those businesses out, but you're not able to get those businesses until afterwards. And that's pretty strange.
Yeah, I agree. It was kind of weird. And I mean, I'm glad we both sort of ran the tutorial to get an idea of what businesses were dropping, but I found it really weird to just lock it down to just the single space commons. Now I get it. Maybe it's easier to like introduce them, talk about them and whatnot, but it still would be nice, right? Like say a guaranteed uncommon, right? Drop at like level 9, right? In those blueprints, like guarantee one of them, right? Whether it's the Pride Records, the Bazaar, or the sports. Just drop one of them so that people can be like, and make it part of the tutorial. Like, hey, okay, you just got an uncommon business. Check that out. It's going to produce even more gold than these commons. It's a 2 space, but it's going to cost more as well. And introduce a little bit of concept around these businesses. Because as of right now, then you come out of the tutorial and you get all these uncommons, and you're like, well, what are these? Right? Like, I'm just going to place them all. Like, they got to be they got to be just like the rares and the epics they got. Right, they got to be pretty good. So, I think there was a missed opportunity there where they could have introduced the uncommons a little bit better instead of keeping them locked until you've completed the tutorial.
Yeah, I totally agree. And it could have been just another little prompt of just saying, there's different tiers of businesses. There's common, uncommon, epic, blah, blah, blah. Just real quick. But yeah, hopefully they'll we'll see how they improve it, because I know they do keep changing. I mean, just having this tutorial, like you said, it is an improvement from the previous tutorial, so it does show improvement. So we still know that it's really, really, it feels like things take long to change in Main City, but once they do, we kind of appreciate the changes. So we'll see what else they'll do.
Yeah. Well, and, to add to that, I imagine once we get elemental businesses that come in, there's probably going to have to be some discussion in the tutorial about that. Also thinking like, once we get the monster fighting and exploration and all that type of stuff, there's probably going to need to be some sort of tutorial for that as well. So I'm curious as to whether we're going to all get that tutorial, right, as it gets introduced and it just gets tagged on to the end of the current tutorial, or like how this is going to work. But because I'm just thinking like, as of right now, once they add the exploration and monster fighting, I'm gonna have zero clue what to do, right? Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with that. So hopefully they'll have some sort of tutorial aspect with that newer content as well. So yeah, we'll have to see. I really don't want to have to redo another tutorial one, but I guess we'll have to see if that is something I got to do. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm pretty good for tutorial. Do you got anything else to say? Yeah, go for it. Sorry.
No, I think we're good. We're good with those tutorials.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of your video once you get it finished.
Yeah, it's. I just gotta stitch it up and update it and upload it. But yeah, I guess the last thing I gotta say is I gotta mention also about it is gonna be interesting if we get the introduction for the monsters and exploration. So we'll see if we get those tutorials or not. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah,
I hope we do.
Same.
We should.
So
we can make videos about them.
Yeah, well, definitely once we get that stuff content, I'm going to be making more videos. Hopefully there's daily things to do, and I just wanted to, I don't know. I mean, we both have played a little bit of the other side now, right? So something like that where we can actually walk around and maybe attack monsters and do that type of exploration would be perfect.
Yes.
But all right,
yes. Really
daily
very,
rewards.
Very excited.
So the daily rewards, right? So we did get a skin. So that was pretty cool. Let me just flip over to the X information we've got. Is it this one? There we go. All right, so there's the 2 skins. So that one's the free one. It's the Haunted Cottage is what they called it. And then there was like a Haunted Mansion, which is the more colorful one. And that was it 50K vouchers? So 50 crow. A little expensive for me. I don't think I'll be buying it. And these do equip onto the Panthera power station. So shout out to that Panthera that never dropped in the tutorial.
Yeah, for reals.
Yeah,
so that's why they don't drop them, because they're hunted.
Yes, could have been it. But yeah, I thought it was kind of a really nice surprise, to be honest. I was really quite happy to have them say, hey, as part of completing the daily rewards calendar, you are now going to be awarded a free skin. And then they also have a more premium one that gives you an extra 1% bonus. So if you want to buy it, you can buy it. And I think it looks pretty cool, but I do love the Haunted Cottage. I think it looks the best of the two, just because it does look more spooky and looks. I honestly thought it would be called a graveyard, right? Because that's what it looks like to me. You see all the tombstones and everything, and I thought that big building there would be more of like a catacomb or like the graveyard tender or whatever you want to call him, gravekeeper, his house. But yeah, haunted cottage, interesting.
Yeah, yeah, they're really nice, and they have really nice detail. The Nightmare Mansion, the scary tree, and stuff. So yeah, it's nice that they're sending them out. I also agree that it's really cool that it was a very nice reward for the daily. I was actually a day short, so I did have to use what was it, 40? I think it's 40. It cost 40 to catch up. So I did have to spend, but I had to. That was like a skin. It's kind of like a collectible.
Yeah.
So I would have to say, I'm embarrassed to say that I paid for mine. I paid 40 crow for mine.
Hey, it's still cheaper than the other one, which is 50 crow, right? But yeah, it's 40 to catch back up if you miss a day. Well, you could miss 3 days, I think, or was it 2 days 3 days last month. So, thankfully I didn't. I think I only missed 1 day, and then I got 2 days of lightning boosters at the end there. So that was nice. But definitely worth it. I do feel, though, the only thing that I really want to call out here, and I find it frustrating, the cost that it incurs to be able to catch back up if you miss some days is really going to penalize people that do have to stay away from the game for 3 or 4 days at a time, right? Even though they have backpack space to collect all the income to be able to come back and play, it does suck that this is a daily thing, at least until it comes on mobile. Then once it's on mobile, it'll be a lot more accessible for people to log in, collect the daily reward, and then go back off, right? But as of right now, why is it 40K vouchers? It should be like 5K at the most, you know what I mean, to catch back up, right? Because it's ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, it's wild. Like you said, I didn't even think about it until you mentioned that the other skin was 50. I was like, oh man, you're right. I might as well just buy the other one too, just to have it. And then that's only because I spent the 40. And it's a perspective, but I'm like, yeah, that's 40. That's wow. It is quite a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll if they say that the skin's leaving, then I'll buy it. Right? Like, hey, it was only a Halloween once in a season, collectible, right? That's why I need to make sure, and I'm being very religious about getting every single day now, right? Because if they do something again for I'm thinking Halloween was the first one. Then, I mean, it's your guys' Thanksgiving. That'd be kind of cool. Do a Thanksgiving sort of themed skin or something like that for November. And then do a Christmas themed one for December. Mind you, it'd be nice if they were on the days so you could use them for the season. Right? It would almost be nice like if November was something for December. And, December is a New Year's one. Right? It'd be kind of cool like we get a New Year's because it'd drop on New Year's, right? Once the next calendar comes out. So...
yeah, that way you could rock it the whole month.
Yeah, right? For January, right?
Yeah.
And, at the end of this month, drop the December skin, right? And that way we have the December skin for the month that Christmas is in, not January, right? Like, because right now, we got this, 3 days after Halloween? So it's like, well, it'd be cool to have leading up to Halloween, but, I mean, what's the point of having it now?
Yeah. It would be nice, it would be nice to have it leading it up, or even the day of, but 3 days later. But I mean, we still appreciate the artwork. But yeah, it'll be nice if on January, the last day of January, we get a Cupid skin,
Yeah,
something like that for
Valentine's Day, right? Or I guess Valentine's Day is the big one for February. And then, March, usually good old St. Patrick's Day, right? Get some leprechauns.
I'm actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's usually March 17th, I think, is St. Patrick's Day. Something like that. I mean, okay. I like it. I love the idea of daily rewards unlocking an exclusive skin, right? Because that rewards people that are here playing consistently. And it's a one-time opportunity, right? So hopefully we don't see a reoccurrence of this skin next year. I want to see a different Halloween skin, right? That way we can... And it does say... let me just switch back to my account here so we can show the skin. It does say in the skins, if we go to it, that it is 2025, right? So finished October 2025 daily rewards calendar. So that to me implies that it should not be repeated. This was a one-time opportunity to get this. So I like it.
Yeah, I think so. Especially, I think I agree with you, and especially because now they're being a little skin happy, giving skin for players. Which we'll get to.
Yes, yeah. I mean, which I guess rolling into that is, I think, do you got anything else really to discuss in regards to the daily reward skins? Any other speculations of, I mean, we can get an Easter skin. There could be, I don't know, what holidays are there in? I guess there's Independence Day for the Americans, right? Canada Day as well. We got that right around the same time as you guys in July.
We can get a World Cup skin. How about a World Cup?
Yeah, you could do something like that.
For the LL Sports. Oh,
there you go. That's an idea. Only able to be applied on ones that have the soccer ball on the top.
There you go.
Put a premium on those. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see what else they bring out. I mean, typically the holiday seasons, the winter for us, there's not really many holidays over the summertime that I can think of. So, there's nothing really that comes to mind in August that's like a actual holiday, unless there's something else in a different country, which, hey, speaking of which, that would be awesome, right? Give us skins that celebrate other, what is it? There's like, Dailv or whatever the one is in like India that's kind of like Christmas too, something like that. There's all different sorts of holidays all around the world, right? So it'd be kind of cool if they started doing skins to celebrate all these different cultures and all of their different religious holidays and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I could imagine what kind of artwork they would do. They've been doing pretty nice with their artwork, so that would be great. So they can appreciate the culture. And they can show off their artistics also.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it make everybody feel more included, right? I'm sure there's players from all walks of life, all places around the world, right? So, there's definitely an opportunity for something like that. I guess Chinese New Year, you were saying a Cupid skin. Chinese New Year is usually around the February time as well, right? End of January, start of February. So, could be something in regards to that. Who knows? But
Yeah, that would be good.
yeah. So I guess we can move on from the daily reward skins. I like them. I like free skins. That's all I can say. Give me the free skins.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's talk about the upcoming other skins that are available. So I'm gonna flip back over to X here, and we will take a look at what they've got available for us to check out. So they are called the Conqueror Skins. Oops, that's not the one I wanted to click on. Here we are. So these skins are personalized business skins, are rewarded to players who achieve milestones in Mane.City. So crafted to honor our top players, these skins are your badge of glory. So will your name be etched in Mane.City's legacy? Stay tuned for the reveal of the first 4. Now, they are the ultimate flex in Mane.City is what they're being noted as. And the way that they say it, so these skins are rewarded to players who achieve the key milestones in Mane.City. So, I mean, this reads 2 ways, for me at least. The first way is that it is rewarded to all players, which this is my hope, all players that have achieved this key milestone in Mane.City. So once we get into them, I'll talk a bit more about what I think should unlock these, but they are crafted to honor our top players. The other route that you could read into it is that it's a personalized business skin rewarded to the player who achieved this key milestone, right? But they're saying plural because there's 4 of them coming out, right? So to me, I think it'd be stupid, no offense, but very stupid of them to release a skin that's literally just for one person, right? It's a lot of work, in my opinion, just to give a skin to one person. I think it will go the other route where if you achieve this certain milestone or participated in said event, then you also can unlock it. And the skin is simply just named after this certain player. So let's take a look at the first one.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah, what do you think, actually, before we get into looking at the first one here?
Oh, that's actually a very interesting idea. It's kind of like the Nobel Prize, right? Name after whoever Nobel, or it'll be the Ocean Prize, the Diamond Prize, and it's everybody who achieves that.
That's the way I think it should be, right? So we could look at the first one here, right? The first one is the first ever Conqueror skin has been rewarded, and it's going to Crypto Ocean, so NFTs Oceans. He is the World Series 1 champion. Okay, so this is just showing you the sneak peek of the exclusive concept art for Crypto Ocean's Pride record. So it's designed to celebrate our legend and immortalize his win in Mane.City. More skins, more flex, more coming soon. So pretty nice looking. So I got like a little waterfall coming out of like a, I don't know, almost like kind of like a Romanish looking mansion sort of thing. It's a little, a lot of water here. Crypto Ocean, right? So
yeah,
and obviously
in
his
the crown.
And the crown. That matches the crown that his lion wears. So, to me, I mean, right, we got, like I was saying, one of 2 ways. It's either he's getting this exclusively, and it's his, and I mean, he doesn't post pictures or anything, so no one's ever going to see it, basically. Or
Yeah,
it's going to be available for everybody that participated in World Series 1. I hope that's the route. I would love to see everybody that had participated in World Series 1 get the champion skin, right? And that way, when we equip it to our Pride records, we all know this is named, and it's whatever they're going to call it. Crypto Ocean Pride Records. I don't know. They should come up with something, some cool name that memorializes him, right? In this. So, the Crypto Ocean Mansion or something, or Crypto Ocean something, whatever they want to call it, right? That way it's, his skin for this Pride Records, and everybody can equip it that had participated in World Series 1. That is what I hope happens. I'm thinking it's probably going to be more likely he gets it for free, and then they charge everybody else that wants it.
Yeah, that's most likely what they'll do. It would be great if they send it to everybody who participated, because it also shows like the OGs, the being since like season 1, and just like the top, even if it's just like the top 1,000, since they want to reward every top 1,000 in every season for things. So that would be, oh man, that would be extremely like the right thing. They're extremely righteous, like that would be so great. But knowing that they like their money, I think it'll be the what you say. They'll give it to them for free, and then they'll just put it in the market for sale.
Yeah.
And,
that's the route
yeah.
I think they're going to go. So I'm just taking a look at the leaderboard from World Series 1, Rides of the Golden City. And let's just take a quick look here at how many players there actually were. So there was a fair amount, probably a decent amount of bots. There was 4,319 players overall. So, yeah, not too bad. A lot of people down here at 0. I know the power system wasn't a thing at that point, so it was just purely based on how much gold generation you were producing at that time. Let me see where we're actually at, like something decent. Because like 1,000. All right, so let's see. The top, 2,000-ish. We're sort of in a good spot here, right? 2,000 at rank 2,000. Let's just get to 2,340. Here we are. 14k cash per second, which is still like next to nothing, right? Like at this time, I had like 1 land, and I finished rank 530, and I had 56B. So that was my first ever competition, and only because I ended up selling a business. I remember this. I was trying to stay in the top 500, and I sold one of my businesses to get some vouchers, and I slid out of the top 500. So I was kind of disappointed about that. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I would say they're gonna send the skin to the players from World Series 1. Make it to the top 1,022 players, please, because I ended up at 1,022.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Now that I'm talking about it, I'm like, okay, let's make it to the 1,022.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think everybody
Took me a
that
while to
participated should have the option to unlock it. That's my opinion, right?
Yeah.
And that would be nice, because that's something that can't be retroactively unlocked, right? It is a reward for people that were there, right? Fighting for wherever they ended up landing on the leaderboard. So to me, that would be cool to see them go back and be like, okay, people obviously played this competition, and if you played it, you'll find it in your rewards. And give them a week, right? Anybody that's consistently playing will see it in a week. Make the announcement. You have a week to unlock it for free. Otherwise, it's gone, or something like that, right? Or give them a month, whatever. Doesn't matter. Some time frame. But eventually, don't just have it sitting there forever. Right? Even who cares at that point, right? If somebody abandoned the game and comes back, it'd be a cool little incentive for them to get back into the game. Maybe leave it, right?
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of like just like a little airdrop, and it's not really costing them anything. It doesn't really give anything for free to the players, other than kind of like a cool little, trophy, like you said.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be cool to just drop it off to whoever participated, just because it was the very first event too,
Exactly. and you're not able to go back and fight in World Series 1. So it'd be cool to be able to yeah. Or even what? Sorry.
No. Or even have your name, because I know I didn't participate in one of the events and I don't see my name on there. Right? So yeah, so I mean, even just to go back, if you didn't participate in World Series 2, you can't just go back and put your name in there. Even though you're a player now, when you go to the leaderboard for the past event, you're not gonna see your name on there.
True. Yeah. So you had to have logged in at least once throughout that competition to be on that leaderboard.
Yeah.
Right on. So yeah, congratulations to Crypto Ocean. We'll be saying that again shortly, but let's move on to Crypto Dimonds. So our very own mogul of Mane.City, Crypto Diamond, is getting his own Conqueror skin. So here's a first look at Crypto Diamond's Cool Cat Lounge, designed to immortalize his achievement in Mane.City. More Conqueror skins, more flex coming soon. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool looking with the big diamond on the top there. Kind of reminds me of one of Flip's collections that he did, the golden diamonds for Crypto Diamond. But yeah, pretty cool looking.
Yeah, it's really cool. We go diamond.
Yeah, I don't know what it's supposed to be. Kind of just like a house or something, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I guess being a cool cat, I think it's supposed to be like a lounge, like a. But yeah, it has a little tree, like a bonsai. No, it's not a bonsai because it's the size of the house. I mean, that diamond is massive on top.
Yeah, and then there's like 3 other diamonds. You can see there's one on a corner there. Then there's sort of one beside the tree. I think maybe there's
4.
Yeah, there's 4 diamonds.
There's a gold one by itself.
Yeah, and then there's also another one sort of by the stairs there. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool looking though. I like it. It's a. Let me see if I can make it bigger if I click on it. Yeah, there we go. So
yeah,
looks kind of cool. So yeah, what did I got? So product,
and you can zoom in too. I'm zooming in.
There we go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so we got 4 diamonds plus the big one on the top there. So yeah, it's a cool looking skin for sure. As to again how it's going to be unlocked, let me just exit out of this again. So back to the small page. Mogul of Mane.City. That is an achievement in Mane.City. So let me just switch over to Mane.City and show us here what I'm talking about. So you can see if you go to your achievements, Mogul of Mane.City. Now, the reason why he has got this is he was the first player to reach 289. So hint to one of the questions I made for the Crazy Monsters Mane.City trivia. So it is Crypto Diamond. His name in game is Crypto. But yeah, he is the first person to have attained the Mane.City Mogul achievement for reaching 289. This was before divisions were even a thing. So he kind of capped out and then stopped playing for a bit. But that is the way to get this achievement. So what I'm kind of hoping is that if you have this achievement, you're able to get this skin, right? That would be cool. This gives people something more exciting than just unlocking the achievement for accomplishing hitting max prestige, right? Being able to unlock a cool little skin that you can apply to your cool cats, I think that would be awesome. So I really hope that that's the route that they're going to be able to unlock such a skin.
Yeah, I totally agree. It definitely gives the incentive because it's a big accomplishment. Like you said, when he accomplished it, there was nothing else in the game. He pretty much like finished the game at that point. I'm pretty sure they had more things going on with the different currencies and stuff, but they had to like hurry up and get it done because he got through it so fast. I also like that it's a cool cat because he always loves to like put his show his lands full of cool cats and they're all with the lightning booster.
Yeah, that's why I love it.
them.
Yeah, that's why I love it. It's just a lightning boosted cool cat. So we're gonna see lightning boosted diamonds all over the place soon. But yeah, that's my hope for the Mogul of Mane.City achievement. You can unlock this skin, and it'd be cool, just like we saw with the Panthera skin that we unlocked via the daily rewards thing, it would just say like, hey, this skin is unlocked via doing this achievement, right? And that would be something that somebody could just click on, bam. Once you've got your achievement, you unlock it. Now you got the skin. So that's my hope. That's my prayer. Please let it be so. But again, maybe they're going to charge us for it. If they do, sorry, Crypto Diamond, but I'm not buying your skin. I'm not buying any skins.
Yeah, no, hopefully they do give it as an accomplishment. And it would be, I mean, just like you said, right? If they're going to do it for that achievement, there's many more achievements. Like Lord of the Lands.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could get a little cool, nice little cool. I mean, people were asking for NFTs first. Okay, forget the NFT. Just give us a skin now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so no more trophies. Just give us the skin, right? But we'll see what happens. I mean, as to whether it's coming out, I would assume it's probably coming with the next update for the elemental businesses. And if I were to hazard a guess as to when that update's coming out, I would say it's probably not this coming Monday, but like next Monday, I would think, Monday or Tuesday. So like the 24th or 25th. And then we'd probably start the next competition on the 28th. Unless they're going to finally choose a different day than Friday. But I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it. But yeah, it's interesting that you say that on the elemental businesses. Because you've predicted some things before and they came out pretty on point. So pretty exciting news, especially because we all know that their roadmap it's closing in. They're the ones that put it out there, so they're the ones that have to kind of like keep up with it. And they also on their last announcement, like we said, they keep saying, everything's like right around the corner. They're making the excitement of everything just happening kind of soon. So,
well, I hope when they
very,
finally,
very exciting.
well, I'm hoping it just comes down and they just bam, here it is, right? And they just blow us away with like an awesome sort of like MMORPG sort of game to play, right? For us to go and explore a world, walk around, fight monsters, and it all just sort of comes all at once, right? And then later on they can introduce like guilds, right? So first we're all sort of just like lone wanderers out there, with our faction, whatever our faction is, and then later on they can build the guilds and all that stuff. But I think, just get something. We need something a little bit more exciting than just building our city. As we've been doing this for almost 2.5 years, it seems.
Yeah. I think the elemental businesses might come first. I think that the monsters will come after mid-season so that we can have the second half of the season to explore them. That's my thinking. That's my way of. If I were to do it, that's probably how I would do it. It's probably the best way to say it,
Yeah,
elemental business.
I agree. I think that's the route they're going. They're probably going to introduce the elemental businesses because they don't want to. If monsters in like exploration, I don't know if it's going to be part of the competition, to be honest. But if it is, they don't want to be introducing it before what's a quote unquote major competition, right? Whether it's a 2-week for this mid-season comp or if it's a 4-week, who knows? Could be 3 weeks, whatever, right? It's still a milestone competition compared to just a normal blitz. So I doubt that they want to really introduce major changes. That's why I'm thinking we will see elemental businesses before the next blitz so that people can test them, play around with that, get an understanding of how to incorporate it into their strategy, and then we go into the big competition.
Yeah. I totally agree.
We'll have to wait and see, right? And then, congratulations, Crypto Diamond, on your stellar-looking skin. Very shiny, very gold.
Very diamond-y.
Yeah, exactly. So we can take a quick look. Unless, do you have something else you want to quickly mention?
No.
Nope. So
that's a good one.
Let's move on to Crypto Oceans. So again, he unmatched dominance here in World Series 2. So he was able to secure himself World Series 2 rank 1. So as a tribute, he is getting the Crypto Ocean Barbary Gym. Looks pretty cool. It's like a yacht, it looks like, sort of parked in a big pool. So,
yeah.
I'm gonna have to have a bunch of
Oh,
Barbary
gold.
gems on my Sapphire Lagoons. So
Oh
but
yeah, nice.
yeah, that way they got quick access to the ocean, right? But yeah, pretty cool looking skin too. Let me just click on it and zoom in here a bit so people can get a better look at it. I kind of like that they
Lion.
added the trophy that he would have won for the World Series 2, the Lion trophy that he won. But yeah, it's a pretty cool
Yeah.
looking yacht.
I didn't even know that was a trophy. Is that what it is? The lion?
I think so. I
Trophy?
think that's what it's supposed to be. Is the one of the treasures, the trophies that they do.
Yeah,
So
that's true. Yeah, that's right. And then it has what those lifesavers, those little
yeah,
lifesavers right there. The palm trees look pretty cool.
yeah, the life preservers or whatever they got, and
Yeah,
I think they got some floaties. It could also be just a floaty of something. Another floaty. They've got like a couple lawn chairs on the bow there. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. You got your
Yeah.
Chase Lounge set up on the top there. Recognize those from the mansion.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure that's what they are there. Let me see if I can't zoom in
Yeah.
much more there. But yeah, so it's pretty cool looking Barbary gym. So again, this is unlocked for his dominance in World Series 2. So hopefully everybody gets it that participated in World Series 2. That would be awesome. So let's just take a quick look at how many people did participate.
What event number is that?
I think it's 12
Let's see.
or 14. I can't remember.
Inaugural showdown.
Oh, that was the first showdown, so it would be 16. World Series 2, 16. So we had a total of,
Yeah.
wow, 1,764 players. So pretty low, considering we had almost 5,000 players for World Series 1. Or even if we just said we had 4,000 players for World Series 1, we cut more than half of the players out for World Series 2. So
Wow.
shed, yeah, quite a bit there. Over probably close to 60% of the player base. Not good, but makes it even more exclusive of a skin, right? So it'd be kind of nice to see them divvy it out to all 1,764, so 1,764 players. That competition, I did a lot better than the first World Series. I managed to get 88 here, so I think you were right around 100, weren't you? Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
102.
Nice.
I did a whole lot better myself.
Yeah.
I'm outside of the 1,000.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, you turned it from 1,000, trying shooting for the top 1,000 to shooting for the top 100. So that's a good improvement.
There you go. I just hacked the leaderboard and erased the 0.
Yeah, there you go. Just drop that 0. Now drop that 2. Now you're 10.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, so pretty cool looking skin that he's got. So let's just take one final look at it, and yeah, I mean, other than that, those are the 3 currently announced skins. So if we take a look back here, I think that might be the well, I guess it's kind of really hard to tell. I think that's the one we were just looking at. Or no, this one I'm pretty sure is this skin. Sorry, I know you can't see what I'm looking at here, but I'm just trying to pause the other video so that we can see what the other pixelated look of the skin might be. So I think that's this one. I think. Possibly, or maybe it's
When they announced them? The video when they announced them?
Yeah, so the Conqueror skin, like they're all pixelated and hard to see. So I'm just trying to pause them. So I think this might be Crypto Dimonds here. And then we've got the last skin. So this is definitely one that hasn't been shown yet. Because it's a lot more blue and less gold, right? Whereas like all of the other ones, all of the other ones have a lot of gold in them in some sort of manner or another. I know Crypto Oceans is a bit of blue in it, but this one is very blue. So I'm wondering if this is, whoever it is that gets the final Conqueror skin. Do you have any guesses as to who that might be?
I'm saying Meta. I'm saying probably Meta. Maybe the most Blitz one, maybe? I'm not sure.
Yeah, my guess is Meta as well, but not for the most blitzes one. I think it's for first person to reach Division 2. I think that's the next milestone for it. Or maybe the person that's been on rank 1 for like the longest. Like I don't remember a time really at this point anymore that he hasn't been rank 1, right? For a little bit when Crypto Diamond had hit Prestige 289, right? First, he was the first person, and obviously rank 1 at that point. So, but now that they've had the division system, Meta's always been leading the way. I think there was a time where he was grinding a bit to get past somebody. I remember talking a little bit to him about it. Just because he was, it was right before one of the blitzes too. Or no, it was right before World Series 2. Because I remember I saw that he had popped up and got rank 1 secure. And I asked him, I was like, well, why? And he was like, well, I wanted that extra 10, like that 10%, right? Which is massive. That rank 1 bonus is massive. So, that's my guess. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm betting definitely on it being Meta.
And I definitely agree with you now that it most likely is for reaching Division 2. That's like the other big accomplishment that's happened in the game.
Yeah.
So I think it's for that.
That's the only thing I could think of, right? And so my question then comes down, like, did they reach out to the players, right? So like, did they talk to Crypto Ocean and Crypto Diamond and potentially Meta and say like, hey, here's the concept design. Are you guys, what do you want changed? Or so I'm wondering if they had any influence on it at all, or if it's just purely based off of their NFT.
That's a great question and a great thing to speculate about. I'm gonna say yes, that they did contact them, and maybe not to. I think they contacted them to get little inputs, maybe on what it would be.
Yeah, or maybe even just ask, hey, what NFT, like what lion do you want it based off of? Right? Crypto Diamond and Crypto Ocean are basically only using one specific one, right? I have never seen Crypto Ocean or Crypto Diamond not using those lions.
I've never seen any other.
But yeah,
and it's not like because they don't have any.
Yeah, no, exactly. They've definitely got other lions. But if we take a look, okay, yeah, it could be Meta. His is a blue chain gang. So with the background of that last one being sort of more blue based, that could be what they're basing it off of. Let me just switch over. You can see what Meta's. That's his lion right there. That I know he uses this one quite a bit. So that potentially could be what they're basing the next NFT, or sorry, skin off of.
The one with the 3D glasses?
Yeah, and the pipe and the chain. It's a nice lion.
Yeah, definitely. So it might be something with the 3D glasses.
Yeah, it could be
like a theater, maybe, or something.
Well, let's take a look here at the X info that I've got. So you can kind of see the background, the pixelation there. It's kind of hard to make out anything, obviously, but it's got a little bit of pinkish red, so who knows? Now, what business do you think it might be? We've got a Pride Records for World Series 1, and then World Series 2 is a Barbary Gym. And then Mane.City Mogul achievement being a cool cat. I'm thinking it's probably a bazaar. I think we'll probably see the skin for the bazaar.
That's my favorite business, by the way, the bazaar.
No, is it?
That's like my go-to always. Yeah, I don't know why.
I like it. I like the Leo or the LL Sports better though, just because of the Ishin Revengers, the dojo.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just like that extra
I'm thinking
20%.
yeah. I'm thinking it could also be a diner, just because they did the gym and the cool cat, and that would be like the other single business that would
Yeah.
be yet to have a skin.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well, or but I'm thinking because it is Division 2, right? The is likely what the achievement is, or something even more like they're saving the best for last. I think, right? So maybe it's
Yeah.
is it the resort or the Leo and Co or
And
yeah
this is
no
the den.
the
Has one
dens.
already.
Yeah, I was trying to remember which one Capybara was applied to because I didn't buy it. Right?
Yeah, the den.
It's the den.
That's for the den. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So maybe
Or maybe
Leo
a
and
Leo
Co.
and Co.
Yeah, it could be the Leo and Co. Then.
Yeah, it's a single business, but uh, it's not a common. See, and I
Yeah,
wonder what it's gonna be like. Yeah, maybe the something with the 3D glasses. But yeah, at least it gives us something to be excited about.
yeah, I agree. I mean, we'll have to see what it comes out to be, but I mean, it's probably going to be announced as soon as we upload this video. That's the worst part about it, but we'll know soon enough. I know that's for sure. I mean, anything else you want to speculate on the Conqueror skins?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay,
We can
perfect.
move on
Then,
to the
yeah,
next
let's just talk a little bit about elemental businesses, and then I think we can call it. We're already at an hour and a half, so we'll just get this over and done with, and then that way we can. I know you got to get to bed, and I've got a few things to take care of still. So, elemental businesses. Again, we mentioned it a few times already within this podcast. Most of us are sort of waiting to see what happens, and I think. Well, I know myself, I've sort of thought that they might be new businesses. I still hope they are something new, maybe a new business. So 5 new businesses, or maybe it's 7 new businesses to have one for every region. But chances are there's probably the 5 main elements, right, that we know of from our NFTs, the elite NFTs, right? There's like the Ember, Sunburst, Azul. What is the... Ember, Sunburst, Azul. There's the green one, Verdant, and then Petabyte. Yeah, that was the last one for the block nexus. So I think that those are likely what we're going to be looking at for the elements, and they will line up with the regions. But as to whether it's going to be new businesses, which is what I'm kind of hoping for, versus our existing businesses having these elements applied to them. Which is also very likely. But what are you thinking's more likely, or what are you hoping for?
So I'm really hoping that they make gold blueprints great again. I know you're collecting gold
Yes.
blueprints.
Well, I've got a
Yeah,
few.
but it would be good if they came out from there. Yeah, right? Wouldn't it be good if they came out of those gold blueprints in this element business?
Oh, it'd be so nice. Or, I mean, even to be able to pull them out of like an uncommon blueprint, like the blue blueprints, would be okay, right? It'd be kind of nice, like, hey, it's like, an uncommon business that you'd pull from like your uncommon blueprints would be something that's like the Sunburst one, right? And that's for the Crimson Reaches, right? And then maybe you get a rare, and the rares are sort of like your, what is it, the Verdant and Azul, right? So Aurora Wilds and Sapphire Sanctum, and then the last 2 are sort of like your epics and legendaries, right? And those would be pulled better chances from obviously the gold blueprints, and primarily be used for your block nexus. Obviously would probably be the legendary, and Molten Forge would be the epic, right? So something like that would be really cool to see. I mean, the big reason why I would rather a new business is I'm going to be very upset, or not like upset, but like just sort of sad if because like I run 4 main businesses, so it'd be nice to have different elements on them all. So if they just roll them retroactively, kind of like what we did with like, you know, when they added quality, everything got quality 1, right? They didn't like actually roll anything. So it'd just be annoying if they're like, okay, all existing businesses, like, you know, you're just getting these elements, right? So it's like, oh great, so everything's only effective or like better effectiveness in the Crimson Reaches. Great, thanks. And there's no way to change it. It would just kind of make people, I think, upset about what their main businesses get applied as for elemental businesses, right? Especially like if you've already got stuff in Division 1, right? Like I've got mine up to Division 100, or sorry, Division 1, not Prestige 100, and it's just like, you know, if it comes out and all 4 of them are the same element and it just doesn't make sense, like, you know, strategy wise, or it just doesn't add any complexity to my strategy at all, then it's just sort of like a dud update to me, right? So that's where I'm hoping their new businesses, and more just for fun. I'm not going to actually add them to my city. I probably will level up some to max prestige, maybe bring some up to Division 1, but chances are I'm not going to really use them, but it'd be cool to just have them, right?
Yeah, I think it would be the best option is to just pull new ones, because yeah, like you said, nobody wants. We're taking our time to make our city look the way we want it to look, or run certain businesses, and for them to just like throw sprinkles over anything, you know, it's not. Um, so I definitely totally agree that it should be from blueprints. And I'm excited about what they're gonna look like. Um, is it gonna be cool cat with just a different color? Is it gonna be a totally different business? You know,
Yeah.
what do you think? You think it's gonna be applied to the current businesses?
I think if it is applied to the current businesses, it might be like just a in the menu buff sort of thing, right? And there's not really
Kinda
even
like
like
the
a
skins?
change to the color or anything. Or it might be something that you activate. And that's the route that I would be, if they're going to apply it to existing businesses, I hope that we get to choose what gets applied, right?
Mhm.
So then it's like, hey,
Yeah.
I want my main motors to have the Azul one, right? Because that's where it is, right? I want it to be on Sapphire Sanctum. So that would be good, and then you could pay more diamonds to change it if you wanted or something, right? Change your element on it. So it could be almost like a skin in a sense that you're applying it, but paying diamonds to change this element on it. Otherwise, I would just like to see, like I said, new businesses, make them something kind of cool, or even just make them easy and cheap to upgrade, right? Commons, just all of them are commons, or all of them are rares, single space rares, or whatever. I don't know. Do something, right? Or it'd be nice to have like a 2-space legendary, right? Or a single space legendary, or you know, a 3-space common, or a 4-space uncommon, right? Like there's some variety that could happen there, or even a single space uncommon. Like there's some stuff that they could play around with, I think, there. And it would be really nice to see some new businesses, whether, you know, it's just 5 new businesses or a whole range. Maybe they'll have a couple for each of the elements. I don't know. But I don't know. I guess we just got to wait and see, right? It is exciting. Definitely something new. Anything new is exciting with the pace that it's sort of been going at the moment. So not to knock them. I know it takes a while to build a good game, but sometimes it'd just be nice to see a teaser trailer. Come on, guys.
Yeah, just keep us on our toes, keep us excited, keep us, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, the blitz are pretty good, but again, it's kind of like same gameplay. So the events are good. We like the competitive events. NFTs prices are NFT prices, and we're used to them, I guess. But yeah, some new businesses. You know what would be cool? Another three spot businesses like this. You know, like
Yeah.
the Feliz.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the only one that is 3 spots, right?
Yes, yeah, it is. It's the only 3 spot. And it'd be kind of cool to see like a different configuration, right? Like turn it 180 so that the little point's sticking up instead of, you know, down. Or to the left or to the right or whatever. Just change up the orientations, right? And it'd be kind of cool just to see maybe a 4-space a 4-space common, right? Just because maybe then people would play with like a common, right? I know some people do. Some people like to use the Panthera. But yeah, it'd just be cool to see some different businesses come out. I mean, right now we've only got one type of legendary, right? So a single space or maybe a 3-space or a 2-space. That'd be cool to see for a legendary business.
Legendary. Yeah, totally agree. And I'm thinking that by the time we do our next podcast, we're gonna be able to talk about them. So
I hope so.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, be even cool. Like imagine they did a 3-space one, but it's just 3 in a line, right? So now you have to find like a spot that has 3 spots in a row that you can place this business, and yeah, there's just so much they could do. Like, think outside the box.
Yeah. Yep. We'll see what they got for us.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, we can't really do much else. We've already speculated a bit, so hopefully we get this by at least within the next 2 weeks. I'm really hoping we get something like that updated. I still believe it's going to be before the next competition. So yeah, it just comes down to the waiting game once again.
Yeah, I think next week we'll get an announcement, hopefully.
Yeah, I hope so. Probably once they finish with the Conqueror Skins announcement, then they'll announce when this is going to be updated, and then they will drop the update, and chances are it'll also bring in the elemental businesses, right? So I'm thinking the Conqueror Skins, once they finish showing off the last one, which probably will happen, it might happen this weekend, but chances are it's probably going to be Monday or Tuesday, and then they'll finish off that, and then probably introduce the elemental businesses near the end of next week, and then we'll be getting the update the following Monday.
Yeah, so exciting things coming up.
Yep, and then I can finally make a blueprint opening video because I've been sitting on these blueprints forever, waiting for this update to come to know if these are, because the worst thing would be is like open up all these blueprints, get stuff I really don't need, and then they come out and be like, oh yeah, the elemental businesses, you need to open them from blueprints. So
yeah,
it's like, great, I just opened up like 500 of them. Thanks. So I've just been sitting on them.
Yes, no, keep them, hold on to them, kind of like the way you hold on to jumping into the game into the right day.
Yeah, that's the plan. Fingers crossed it pays off.
No, yeah. And it will make for a really cool video when you finally do open those blueprints.
Yeah, I hope so. It'll make some sort of entertaining content at least, especially if they do come out as elemental businesses. Then can check that out.
Yeah.
Right on. So I think that's all we really got to talk about today, right?
Yeah, I think we did it. But one of the longer podcasts again, so that's good. We had a lot of stuff to talk about, though. So thank you, everyone, for listening. If you've made it this far, we appreciate all the support that you guys give us. Hopefully you enjoyed the talk, the podcast here. Let us know down below what you think. If you have seen my videos or any of DJ Oracle's on the tutorial, let us know what you think of it, as well as how you guys did in the Nightmare Blitz, what you guys thought of the Nightmare Blitz and all that fun stuff. And then also if you want to share your thoughts around the elemental businesses or the other skins and stuff like that, by all means hit up the comments down below. We'd love to hear what you guys got to say. So yeah, thanks for listening. Thank you again, DJ Oracle, for joining me. I'll let you do a little outro and then we'll say goodbye. Yes. Thank you, everybody, for all the support that you guys always show on X, on the Discord. You guys always tell us that you guys appreciate the videos. So we do appreciate the support. Make sure you like. Definitely let us know. Let us know if you got the skin. If you got the skin for completing the dailies. Is that gonna keep you on your toes? I know it's gonna keep me on my toes to make sure I do my dailies. So yes, guys, let us know how you did down there. And thank you guys for listening to us. Thank you, RWINK, again for hosting and keeping us on the toes. Keeping us on the theme also,
Yeah, well, you know, try to at least. Try to break that fractured fate, right?
Yes.
All right, guys. So yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully, I mean, we always say it. Hopefully, 2 weeks from now, but life happens, so we'll try to at least do one once a month. I know that's where we're sort of hitting at this point, but if we get good, we maybe can get it down to two a month every other week. So okay, right on. So
Yeah, and it worked out because we had a lot to talk about, and we were able to talk about the Conqueror Skins and all that. So it kind of worked out. So yeah.
yeah, no, it worked out, I think, well. Also gave us some time to play around with the tutorial, so some of the new stuff that came out.
Yeah, but yeah, like our Wink said, we'll try to do it at the very minimum once a month for sure. If there's more things coming up sooner, we'll do sooner, and then according to IRL.
Yeah, yeah, that's all we can do. We're held to our real life obligations, but
Yes.
we try. So yeah, we'll have to catch you guys whenever we can catch you. But you know, thanks for listening, and we will definitely see you in the next Blitz, whenever that is.
Yeah, see you guys then. Peace.